Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today is day number 3 for the 1 week Kallah Kit challenge, the Glowing Skyscape. Now today's wrap style is the Malka Wrap. Andrea posted this a while ago, so I was flipping through and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done that one in ages. Must do this one. So I'm going to link her video in the description box, but this is the one I did today. I did it with the Pashmina in the lavender and the Dreams Come True in the light blue. Now, I'm gonna say thank you for being so patient yesterday with my little man. He is just my little fur baby. He's not in here today. He's out playing with Alyssa. She's got a break in between her exams, and so she's got him. I am so excited for this one. This is super cute. Also have to apologize for the lighting. I had to turn on actual lights today because we are having the rainiest, dreariest day here in Baltimore. It's not pretty outside, so there wasn't enough light for filming. But again, I apologize. I wanted to get this filmed and up for you. So I've got my possessed light that will flicker in and out. I apologize for that. And I've got the stand lights over here. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to scooch back just a tad. Oh, my goodness. All right. Now the original video is done with a Shimmery. This one would be the Shimmery and a t-shirt tickle. Since this kit didn't have either one, well, it had the Shimmery, but it didn't have the t-shirt tickle, I was like, I wonder if I could substitute this nice lacy scarf for the Shimmery and see how the Pashmina would work for just a, just in place of that t-shirt tickle. And I think it did very well. Okay, I'm gonna take it off. I've got on, and this is kind of interesting. I took out about this much stuffing from my Cloud9, so it doesn't give me that weird egg popping off my head kind of look. It's fitting a little bit better. I still think my head is ginormous. It must be that my head is ginormous, but it doesn't like to sit on my ears. Not much. My Wendy comes all the way down here. This one just kind of sits a little bit back from my hairline. It was suggested to put on a headband to cover this section and to make it feel more secure for me. I just having it behind my ears. Again, my ears aren't ginormous, but they're not little itty tiny ears. So it's awkward for me to have it behind the ears. So we're gonna try. But I don't want to have to layer. I don't want to layer undergarments. It's weird. I just don't want to do it. Others do, and that's totally okay if you're comfortable with that. But I'm like, no for me. That's a no for me. Now to stop my rambling, because I can easily get off onto to side stuff. I'm going to start with the Pashmina, and I'm folding it over to fit my head, and I'm going to put it on about even. It can be slightly off. See, I leave the crinkles and the lines and creases in my scarves so I can use them to gauge. Okay, so I have this. Putting in the scarf on at an angle, and I am not going to tie a knot. I'm going to crisscross. I'm going to crisscross like so. See? And then I'm going to take this tail and flip it so that it's folded appropriately. I am not going to bother being all foldy and perfect with it. I'm just kind of crinkling it up and bringing it up so you get those nice little folds. All right, so I have the tail bringing around at the angle around the back. I'm going to come up here and find, this is the pocket right here. I'm going to tuck this in, just like so. Okay. It may fight a little bit, but that's okay. It'll get there. All right. Now don't pull it too tightly because we don't want to squeeze our head. We want it to lay nicely, but we don't want it too tight. Okay, I just dropped my scarf. Now for the second scarf, Our Dreams Come True. I'm going to put it on even Steven. I do believe this will take a bit of practice, a bit of moving about. I like this edge, so I'm leaving it. And you can go back here a little bit. You can have it up further. Choice is yours. I'm going to split the difference and have right here. Just going to gather up in the back. Now I've tried this without the knot. It doesn't seem to work as well without a knot. So just a knot, just like that. And now when I bring this up, this tail, I'm going to flip it. And I'm bringing it over at an angle. Now I may have to retie this and lengthen this just a little bit. Yes, because as you can see, it's a little too short. Just like that. Okay, so moving it this direction. Gathering it up again. And I will adjust that front. So I'm going to be there's this weird lump here. I'm trying to figure out where that is supposed to be. Now when tying this knot, and I don't know if when I was watching, I didn't remember seeing Andrea say this, but when you're tying this knot, it's better to have this long piece come out on the top. It just makes for a smoother transition. There's, again, just a personal preference. It's my opinion. If you do it the opposite direction and it works out for you, that's great. Now I'm just grabbing this, bringing it up and forward. You can see it comes forward into this crisscross. You can adjust this just a tad. Just to mimic, it kind of mimics this front crisscross. If you don't like the way the angles are going, just adjust really quick this piece. Okay, now I have this beautiful, beautiful tail coming down. I'm going to tie beginner's luck. Now this is the interesting thing because I'm tying it right here, but I think you could also modify this and give it another quick whip around and have a longer piece here, which I know would modify it to not be the Malka Wrap exactly, but I think that would be interesting. So we've got it here. Bringing this angle down, bringing this around. Now, another thing I noticed about me when I tie my beginner's lucks, my beginner's luck tail always goes back up to the top. It comes around. I tie it and then I tuck it in up here. That's more comfortable for me than having to fight bringing it around the back. I know it helps to neaten up in the back if you have a little bit of a wonky piece or bubbling or something, but for some reason I have a hard time getting all of the fringe tucked in. So I just put it over the top. Now I'm taking the last Pashmina tail. I'm going to find how it's folded. And I'm just going to neaten it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. I can leave some of the wrinkles and crinkles in there, some accidental pleats or unplanned pleats. And I'm going to bring it up behind the knot because we want that knot seen, just like so. Over the back, down, and trying to keep this all nice and flat and neat. And then I'm going to tuck it in the back. This may be a little bit of a struggle, but it's worth it. Okay, so this is what I have for today's wrap. It's the Malka Wrap done with the Pashmina in lavender, the lavender Pashmina, and the Dreams Come True in light blue. All right, so that's it. That's today's beautiful wrap. Today I am keeping it simple, one wrap, because I just really liked the way this wrap looked. Now, what I don't like is the way this. It's the one thing I didn't like when I wrapped this morning, the first time, because I did practice. I normally don't bother to practice. Is when I bring this up, this moves weirdly. So what I might do, because this is going to bother me, is have this come down, and this wants to pull it backwards. Try again. That's better for me. Not going to tug so hard on this piece. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. But I wonder, now I'm getting into it, I wonder if I brought it around the front, like so, and I tied it in the reverse. Would that help me out any? No, it still pulls it weird. So I guess that's the design for it. So we're just gonna go with it. But that's one of those things that, okay, it was bothering me because it was pulling awkwardly backwards. And it doesn't change it when you pull this way. It still goes wonky. So I'm just going to live with it. Bring this up, tuck it in. But overall, I really enjoy this wrap. I think it's beautiful. Now tomorrow I'm going to be doing, I believe I want to try the artsy side swoop tomorrow. I think that's going to be tomorrow's wrap because that's one of my faves. And I think this Pashmina would be really pretty. I'm going to be using the Pashmina, and I think I'm going to use this beauty again, and I'm thinking the Creme Gold, because I don't know if I want purple, the purple pink, and the blue. I think the purple, the cream, and the blue would be prettier. But it depends tomorrow morning when I get up and I practice it first. We shall see. So I'm going to pull this down. See if I can't get this to show a little bit more. Okay. And there we have it. Our beautiful Malka Wrap. I hope you ladies have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.